in this demonstration, we'll be using 4 different systems, and we will be switching between those different systems to show the effects of the automated solution, looking at various aspects of the data center. So first off, the BODP service catalog. So essentially this is a business front end that offers self-service request capabilities to end users, but it also delivers business process capabilities. For example, processes that handle financial or technical approval or validation for requests. So we'll be using this application to submit a request and track its progress throughout its life cycle. The other application we'll be using is the one that handles all the backend automation, the Opalis Automation Fabric. Now, the Opalis Automation Fabric, let's switch to the right console here, is an IT process automation platform that performs cross-silo orchestration within the data center. So the automation fabric will drive all the backend automation and will perform all the tasks that are associated with delivering the service we're requesting. So these are typically activities that are performed by your IT staff. The other application we'll be using and we'll be looking at is virtual infrastructure. Now, keep in mind that although our solution can in fact provision both physical and virtual servers as well as storage, we'll be using VMware virtual infrastructure for this demonstration. Another note, this solution is vendor agnostic, so it will in fact support any virtualization technology that you may already have besides VMware's. Okay, so we're looking at the vSphere or Virtual Center Server management console here. Then lastly, another system that you probably already have, which is a service desk that you may use for incident management or change management. And we'll use this particular system to demonstrate that the solution can automate an existing best practice for change management, including complete audit trail for compliance. So today we'll be using Remedy ITSM. So back to the BODP service catalog. So as I said, this is the business front end. So here an end user can shop for a particular service. So you can see employee services, software services, security and access, as well as being able to request a new server. And that's what we'll focus on today. I'd like to request from this category, server and storage, a new server. So as you can see, this is fully web-based. Let me just provide my login credentials real quick. And I'm logged in as administrator. So this will give me full access to service requests, as well as being able to approve it from the same account. So again, I'd like to provision a new server. So I'll click this option here. And then the end user is presented with a form, and we can fill out this form using pre-selected values. That will leave no room for mistakes, and then submit this request for further approval. So first off, some server information, the machine type. So as I said earlier, this solution enables you to deliver both physical and virtual infrastructure. So because delivering physical infrastructure is a little bit difficult to show in this demonstration, and also it takes a little longer, we'll be using a virtual server, and we select that as the kind of server we need. Some options, how many CPUs do I want on my virtual server? Let's choose 2 CPUs. Memory, I guess in gigabyte, so let's choose 2. How many disks? Just 1. And then the size. So another thing we'll be we'll be provisioning from here is storage. So the backend automation is capable to consume this service request and then drive the different tools you have in your data center. As I said, your virtual infrastructure, but also your SAN management infrastructure. Number of network interfaces, let's just do one. And then for machine name, since I'm the owner of the machine, I can choose one. Let's do webinar demo 001. And then the operating system. So I have a selection of templates. Let's do a Linux box. And then of course the lease period. So with this lifecycle management capability, you can create systems that have an expiry date set. And this way the backend automation can also remove the virtual machine when it's no longer needed. So that's an effective way to against what is known as virtual sprawl in the industry. So let's do 30 days from now. Do I need some additional applications? An important feature. Why? Other solutions focus on the provisioning itself. And the act of provisioning a virtual machine is one thing, but handling post-provisioning steps such as deploying applications or deploying management agents to make the new machine part of the management infrastructure are additional capabilities that this solution offers. I will now submit this request for approval. Submit. So as I said, I'm logged in as administrator. So typically it will be different people, people who are responsible for budget or for some additional technical approval will pick up the change request, will be notified and will pick up the change request. But for now, since this is just a demonstration, I'll switch to the approval tab and we'll look at the new request and continue with the approval process. So as it is written here, you are required to add more information to the request prior to approval. Click edit. I'll do that. So now I have the role of technical approver and I can do some additional selections dependent on my role. For example, the template. So that is the actual template as it's called on the virtual infrastructure. The data store, the location where the physical files are being kept. Some network information such as an IP address, so I'll just enter some information here, and lastly a gateway. There we go. So move to the next stage and I should be able to approve the request. Alright, so those steps demonstrate both the self-service capability as to what an end user sees, as well as the business process for approval further downstream. And now that the request has been approved, you can see its status being set to preparing to send. Now let's switch to the backend automation, the Opalis automation fabric. And let me explain what it will be doing. So this is the operator console, and this tracks all the activities that the automation fabric is executing. And there's a lot of different processes and sub processes, and we're currently subscribing to the Biomni service catalog and waiting for new requests. Now you may see that this process is being launched at the moment. So we picked up the request and we're currently processing it. Now what will happen is we'll consume the inbound request, extract all the relevant information, and then we start executing and orchestrating and synchronizing with our change management system. So we're now doing CMDB association. We already created the change request. So why don't we switch to the remedy console and see what's going on.